Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Daniel.
I'm Gabriel.
And we're the Colombian Cousins on Friday with the Cousins on the next episode of Avatar, The Last Airbender. All right, so this one's called The Blind Bandit. So last time we had Avatar Day, but it was an anti-Avatar Day. So they were burning down Roku, Kyoshi, and Aang. And then we found out the reason why. And then we got to see Kyoshi, which was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. We got to see how strong Kyoshi was.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah, and then, so now we know he can summon. That's the second time we've seen him summon another avatar. But last time was Roku. He was just like tearing up everything. And this time was just Kyoshi to like basically say what they thought. And then I'm trying to think what else happened. Roku and not Roku. Iroh and Zuko are still on the run. Except now Zuko went rogue. He went on his own. So we'll see what happens with that. We saw nothing with Azula. We have no idea where she is. So maybe this episode we'll see her. But this one's called The Blind Bandit. So again, these titles don't really say anything. I don't really know what it is alluding to. Sorry, my audio is like all messed up. It's all right. We'll part through. So there's nothing else. We'll hop in.
Yeah, I think that was it.
All right. Here we go. Oops.
Dang, that was a good episode.
That may have been my favorite Avatar episode.
Yeah.
Or like this season for sure.
No,
that
one's up there.
Yeah, top 3. Because last season there was some pretty epic ones, especially towards the end. But this season for sure that's the best episode.
And Toph is the character on the back of the
Funko
Pop boxes.
Dang, I was wondering. Yeah. Dang, I was wondering who that would be. I had no idea. Dude, she's like, if you think about it, between her, Aang, and Katara now, like, well, they're like very formidable, and they're all young, which is crazy.
Yeah,
They just the only firebender, which I still hold out hope that maybe somehow Zuko can be that one that kind of works with him.
That person.
The only one more powerful than Zuko that we know of, because he's up there, is Azula and Iroh. So maybe Iroh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a crazy turn of events.
God, dude, I love that style of fighting. It reminds me a lot of, for those of you that haven't seen Daredevil the series, not to give a lot away, but he's also blind. But he can like hear and smell, like not just hearing, he smells, he senses vibrations, and he's like
everything is heightened.
And that's how she is. Like she's just learned. It's almost like the blindness made her stronger, because now she focuses on those things instead of like her sight.
Yeah, instead of just like
brute force and.
Exactly. She could anticipate movement.
And like it forced her to learn. Like I think a lot of like Boomy probably knows that style of fighting and knows to fight like that, like can sense vibrations and everything. But he had to learn over years and years and years.
Right.
All the different, I forgot what they called them, the different types of yangs or something.
Mm-hmm.
She was just forced to learn this one at the beginning because of her blindness.
Right. Yeah. She didn't have an option.
Yeah. So like an Earthbender who can be offensive, but also defensive, but also wait and listen.
That's probably like the more difficult of the styles of fighting.
Yeah.
For earthbending, because like most people just rely on what they
power.
can see, which is why probably Boomy was like, you got to find someone like this
who can listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, she probably can't, like, she's very strong, or she's very like, she's just a very good fighter. But like, as far as just pure strength, like if there's a huge boulder. Most of those other guys might be able to pick up a boulder bigger than she can lift, like with earthbending. But she's just so much, but like that's just brute force. Right. She's just a lot better at like controlling and being and like more like the little moves like rotating the thing so that he hit them.
Yeah,
things like that.
Yeah, it's little things like that, almost like Aang.
Yeah,
like
Aang has a whole bag of tricks.
Right, like in fights, he's never too much of the aggressor.
Yeah, exactly. Like when he fought Admiral Zhao last season, or last book, or whatever you call it. He just kept dodging and made him destroy his own ship.
Right. Yeah. Kind of similar style.
And same thing with like the first couple times he's fought Zuko. There was one Zuko fight where there was like hand-to-hand combat, and that's when it showed like, okay, he can actually like fight hand-to-hand combat too, not just airbend. But man, that's gonna be cool. I kind of wanted to see them go at it more, like see her strengths and his, like her the weakness is that he can really like float around, which is pretty sick. But she probably, now that she knows that about him, I bet she can find a way to work around that. Like if they were to fight again, which I guess we'll see their training.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe in the training. I don't.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know if they'd fight again.
I'm just curious to see what this does about their dynamic. Like him, Sokka and Katara have kind of built like a good bond, like a good friendship. They're still technically that we visited occasionally with the whole like love interest angle with Katara and Aang.
Yeah,
this girl's Aang's age technically, so I don't know if that's gonna be a whole other thing. Like if there'll be some jealousy by Katara,
a little triangle happening.
Yeah, maybe.
Meanwhile, Sokka's just out there.
He's just chilling. He still has his. Well, he had his girl, but she's like in the spirit world now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Kyoshi warrior lady.
Oh, her too. So I guess her, and then the one that died.
Yeah.
So I guess those two. But I guess he's still solo.
Dang.
But man, no, that was a really good episode. And and not only was the episode, the writing was good, the storyline, but also like the visuals. Whenever it showed like it'd go black and white and everyone would freeze and you see the little lines moving up, like it's just
like the waves. Yeah.
And then she would just sense it coming and then she'll just dodge and just go right in front of her face.
Yeah, that was.
And that's the kind of stuff you see like in movies. I love that type of editing.
Yeah, and I mean they have to edit it like that.
Yeah, to show like how she's seeing things.
Right.
It's like whenever you see like speedsters, people who are fast, and like they'll show that everything's slow motion, so you can see it from their perspective. Kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's up there.
Yeah, that was top. That was top 5. The whole like series this season, probably the best.
Yeah,
maybe even top 3.
It's up overall. There. Yeah, that was pretty
nice.
Pretty good episode. Yeah.
I love the whole tournament style thing too. So that was really good. I think we covered everything. We still did not see anything about Azula or Zuko. They're just building new storylines. Now we have a whole new different group of people coming after them. So there's just, I guess the cool thing about jumping from town to town is that you meet new characters. And so it kind of grows the whole like lore of the story. There's all these different characters. Everybody's kind of intertwined in some way. All these people he's meeting that can come back and help him in the future potentially. So yeah, it seems like these now we know. Like as I was watching, I was like, I hope Toph is like becomes like a major recurring character, like here and there.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she's gonna be.
Yeah. Sounds like she's here to stay.
Here to stay. Yeah, dang, that's pretty cool. Well, that's all I got. That was a really good episode. I enjoyed that one. I'm looking forward to see where they so I guess now he has his master, so they just go somewhere and study.
And train, yeah, I guess.
I guess now it's more about training and probably running. Like they're probably gonna get.
Yeah, they have so many people after them. It's like train and then relocate. But then he also has to learn firebending. So
maybe they just start looking for that already. Because I mean, this last season that he didn't really find a waterbender until like the very end. He found that master, but ended up really being Katara.
Katara, yeah.
Here we're on episode 6 out of 20, so you got a lot more episodes left. Maybe he gets a head start on the fire, looking for the firebending, and while also trying to train up on the earthbending.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he can learn both. Probably,
at the same
right?
time. Well, he's supposed to master one before the other. Technically, he tried to skip it and learn firebending, and that firebender was like, "You're not supposed to yet." But Roku told him, "Teach him now." But he taught him like a couple of moves, but he hasn't firebent again since then because he hurt
Katara. Yeah, ever since that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how quickly he picks it up, and if he learns the same way she fights. You know, like the listening and all that. You know, that's like her style, right?
Right.
So cool. Well, that's all I got. A lot of fun. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the uncut version of this episode, it's over on our Patreon. We'll be here every Friday. We also have a Discord, an Instagram, and a TikTok. But yeah, thanks guys for watching with us. There's nothing else?
No, that's it.
Then we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Cool. Peace.